Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the home of raw, unfiltered, and brutally honest car reviews. If you're into real-world impressions, no-nonsense analysis, and cars that deliver more than just a flashy spec sheet, you're absolutely in the right place. Today, we've got something interesting to dive into. The 2026 Hyundai Tucson, a compact SUV that's been steadily climbing the ranks in its segment, and in 2026, Hyundai is clearly out to make a bold statement. So buckle up. Hey, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of what this new Tucson brings to the table, and whether it truly deserves your attention. The broken bar or not. Exterior. Right off the bat, the exterior of the 2026 Tucson commands attention. This isn't your average cookie-cutter compact SUV anymore. Hyundai has continued with its parametric dynamics design language, and it's evolved into something even more distinctive. The front fascia is sharp, futuristic, and strikingly angular. The integrated LED DRLs are those blade-like daytime running lights that disappear into the grille when turned off. They are still present but now sharper and more defined. The grille itself has been slightly reshaped, with more depth and a gloss black finish on higher trims. It almost looks like a concept car that somehow made it to production. The lower front bumper gets a wider air intake, giving it a more aggressive and athletic vibe, especially on the N-Line variant. Move around to the side, and the profile is clean but edgy. Hyundai kept the deep, chiseled character lines that almost look like origami folds. It's angular, but it works. The wheel arches are still squared off but now accented with color matching or gloss black trims depending on the model you choose. There are new alloy wheel designs too, ranging from 17 to 20 inches, and they look seriously premium. The greenhouse has a sporty taper toward the rear, especially with the new slightly more sloped roofline and the integrated rear spoiler. The roof rails are lower profile now, making the whole silhouette more aerodynamic. Hyundai has clearly taken design risks here, and it pays off as this SUV stands out in traffic. Around back, the rear of the 2026 Tucson continues the bold theme. The LED tail light bar stretches across the entire width, just like the previous generation, but now it's more dynamic, with new segmented light animations when locking or unlocking. The Hyundai badge has been moved lower, under the glass, and the rear wiper is still tucked up under the spoiler, a sleek touch that cleans up the look. The bumper design is more sculpted, and dual exhaust tips are available on the turbo and hybrid variants. Even the faux diffuser gets a more angular redesign. Overall, the Tucson looks more mature but bolder, like a crossover that's tired of playing it safe. Interior. Let's jump inside, and honestly, this is where Hyundai continues to punch well above its weight. The interior of the 2026 Tucson feels like it belongs to a much more expensive car. First thing you notice is the massive dual-screen setup. Most trims now come standard with a curved 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster paired with a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, both integrated into one seamless panel. The user interface is smoother, more responsive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto across all trims. Hyundai finally listened and made that feature standard, no more having to upgrade just to ditch the cables. The dashboard design is minimalist and futuristic, but it doesn't sacrifice usability. Physical buttons are still gone, and that's going to divide people. You've got touch-sensitive back and volume controls which look cool but can be a pain while driving. The center console floats with ambient lighting flowing underneath, and it houses a new shift-by-wire gear selector in the form of a rotary dial. Storage space is abundant. Cup holders, phone charging pads, deep bins, and clever cubbies everywhere. Seating is comfortable, supportive, and refined. Hyundai uses a mix of synthetic leather, suede, and soft-touch materials, depending on the trim. On the top trims, the stitching is diamond-patterned, and the materials look borderline luxury. Front seats are heated and ventilated, and the second-row seats now offer heating too, which is a win in colder climates. Space in the rear is generous. The Tucson continues to offer class-leading rear legroom, and the reclining back seats make long road trips more comfortable. Cargo space is also best in class, and Hyundai includes a hands-free power liftgate on higher trims. On the tech and features side, Hyundai's Smart Sense suite is now standard across the lineup. That includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, safe exit warning, and more. There's even highway driving assist 2 available on top trims, giving you semi-autonomous driving capability on highways with automatic lane changes and more intelligent behavior in traffic. A 360-degree camera, digital rear-view mirror, and even remote parking assist are available too, depending on the trim. Now let's talk performance, because the 2026 Tucson isn't just a pretty face. Hyundai offers multiple powertrain options to suit different buyers. The base engine is still a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder producing around 187 horsepower and 178 pounds-feet of torque paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's not particularly quick, but it's smooth and reliable, perfect for daily commutes and relaxed driving. If you want more grunt, you'll be happy to know the 1.6-liter turbocharged hybrid and plug-in hybrid variants carry over, but with some improvements. The hybrid now makes 231 horsepower and offers better torque delivery thanks to revised tuning. It also gets slightly better fuel economy, up to 39 miles per gallon combined. The plug-in hybrid version now offers over 40 miles of pure electric range thanks to a larger battery pack, and it can be charged to 80% in under 2 hours with a level 2 charger. The N-Line version still offers the turbo engine with sportier suspension tuning, quicker steering, and more aggressive throttle mapping, but don't expect it to be a full-end model. It's a solid middle ground for those who want a more engaging drive without sacrificing comfort. Ride quality across the board is comfortable and composed, with an emphasis on quietness. The Tucson soaks up bumps and road imperfections well, and it feels more refined than ever before. Hyundai's on-VH improvements are noticeable. Steering is light but accurate, and braking is smooth and progressive. As for pricing, the 2026 Tucson still undercuts most of its competition in terms of value. The base starts around $28,500, and for that, you get alloy wheels, the full suite of driver assists, LED lighting, and that crisp 12.3-inch screen. Step up to the SL or XRT trims and you're looking at mid-$30,000s with added features like power seats, larger wheels, roof rails, and heated everything. The limited trim A, which brings in the full tech arsenal, panoramic sunroof, ventilated seats, premium audio, and highway driving assist 2A, tops out around $40,000. The hybrid starts around $34,000, and the plug-in hybrid is closer to $40,000 depending on trim. Given all the features, efficiency, and design, Hyundai is still playing the value card better than most rivals. So what's the final verdict on the 2026 Hyundai Tucson? It's sharper, smarter, and more sophisticated than ever before. It's not a performance SUV, but it doesn't pretend to be. What it is, though, is one of the most well-rounded compact SUVs in its class, with bold looks, upscale interior quality, solid tech, multiple powertrains, and real-world comfort that stands up to anything in the segment. Hyundai didn't just give the Tucson a facelift, they evolved it into a real contender that punches well above its price point. That's going to wrap up today's deep dive on the 2026 Tucson. If you're shopping for a new crossover that offers way more than you'd expect for the money, this one deserves a test drive. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Car Flash. We've got more unfiltered reviews, brutal honesty, and road-tested verdicts coming your way. This is where real car lovers get the truth. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.